Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Trap on the Boomer Bust channel, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host, Terry, and thank you if you're a subscriber. If you aren't, click the button. What you doing? If you're not, or if you are, click the like button. All that helps grow the channel, and I appreciate you for it. Okay, calm down, fans. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa there. I know, bear down. I know. Great job. I know we won. Calm down, though. Now, let me get this out the way because we're not gonna go too long. Let me get this out the way up front. Make zero mistake. This was a sloppy game, literally, from the conditions, and one that I'm not taking a whole lot from. Not necessarily in the win, but just in terms of who's who on both sides of the field, to be honest. But you can't take a whole lot from this because this is abnormal conditions. So I'm not about to go deep into anything that I feel about how certain players can perform or what the offense looks like or, what the skill sets are. It's just too much that impacted the game. So that's number one. And that's actually the biggest thing. That's number one, and that's the only thing. So we'll just leave it at that. All right. So a couple things that I will say, when you're just looking at the game, because that's all we can really talk about is this game, because it's not going to be too many games like this. So in terms of this type of game, you can applaud the effort, the grit, and just, the grittiness of, I guess grit and grittiness are the same, but you can applaud that from the team. And I'm not going to go, too far, saying too much about Eberflus and everybody else, but, it's okay to give them those kudos because they are in charge of getting the team there. So as far as being disciplined and being, able to tough out the conditions, you can give kudos to the team. Now, again, this is one game and it's one abnormal game. So I hesitate to be like, oh, we're such a disciplined team. Like, we don't know. We have no idea. So, but we can be encouraged by what we saw today as far as the effort to get through it and pull out the win. So there's that. Number two, what's his name? Tevin Jenkins. It's such a mistake that the Bears are not starting Tevin Jenkins. Now, I don't know why. He came in a couple stretches. I don't know if Patrick was not feeling, fully healthy or what. What happened? I don't think they benched Patrick because he wasn't doing terrible. But Jenkins he's such a difference when he came out there. I wouldn't say it's night and day, but it's not close to what he gives you versus what Patrick gives you. Now, we all know Patrick came in to be the center and to kind of run pivot for this offense he kind of maybe knows from Green Bay, but I'm sure it's different. But still, that's what he came in here for. And so he had an injury. They let Mustipher continue to play and brought Patrick at guard. And, nothing against Mustipher. We know, anybody that's been listening, I was the one that championed to get him and the other guard from Notre Dame, and we end up picking them up. So Mustipher's cool, but he's limited. And I'm not saying that Patrick is so much better because I haven't seen him play. But if you really need Patrick to play, he needs to play at center. And Tevin Jenkins should be the right guard. And this is another thing you won't be able to see in the stats and all that. But if you was paying attention, a couple of our big runs, like those real big runs we had, handoffs, Tevin Jenkins was in one of those spells that he came in for Patrick. And so you watch him manhandle Eric Armstead, there's no question. First of all, the run mauling ability alone, but his pass stuff is good too. So and again, I'm not there. I don't know how he is to deal with. I don't know anything behind the scenes. So, I guess I got to give the benefit of the doubt to the coaches. But overall, to me on film, there's no reason Tevin Jenkins should not be starting at right guard. That's just me. All right. Justin Fields. I mean, this is big now. This is a little scary. I'm not going to lie to you, because this is what I've always talked about. You're going to have these young quarterbacks, and Trey Lance is going through it too, where when they aren't doing the typical drop back passing well, and especially if they're getting sacked, they're going to cling on to whatever they can as far as success, because that's what gives them confidence, and they're going to keep doing it. And so if they get to a point where we continue to have Fields being sacked and all that, he's going to fall in love with running. And I don't care what everybody says. That's not what you want. That's not what you want. Today is not what you want. Like, and that's the other thing I was going to say with the whole rain. Anybody that want to debate that, you're silly. I mean, we could just look at the numbers. Don't get it twisted. We were absolutely horrible on offense. We looked like a college team, a bad college team. And so the numbers tell you it all. Don't sit here and fool yourself. It was a sloppy game where the 49ers got worn down, and they were very undisciplined, and then they got lulled to sleep. And I get it. We were terrible on we could barely do anything on offense. And so those two play actions, well, couple big play actions, but the other one was a scramble, just like an improvised play, which he was almost sacked on. Like, that stuff happened when, the 49ers got lulled to sleep. Like, we're stopping them. Oh, crap, play action. So that's that, got it. That's how I feel about that part. But all that to say that's what we saw today was out of necessity, of the rain, but also just because the offense was not blocking well. And we don't want Justin Fields to be the offense like he was today. Like, you have a couple plays. There's definitely some plays where it's like, that's cool. But there's a lot of plays where it's like Justin Fields is running because that's the only thing we can do. And we do not want to get to that point. But again, as I said, I'm going to put that all in the emphasis of this game, because we just don't know. We really just don't know. Because I'm not taking too much from this game. Defensively, I mean, it's the same story. Madden is actually super accurate because I play with the Bears. It's super accurate. Like, a lot of the struggles I see today is me playing all Madden. The defensive line just does not have much pass rush. Like, yes, there were some sacks, but those are all coverage sacks. And that's the other part of today with the weather. Trey Lance was a young quarterback. Trey Lance is a guy that is not seeing the coverage well, and he kind of ran himself into some sacks. So the pressure is going to be definitely an issue. But we got. I mean, Gordon to me is still a question mark, but everybody else, we kind of know what we have on the defense and or on the back seven, and our coverage is really good. So I'm not too scared about that part, but that's not the part that we're worried about. So the pass rush is going to be something rough, but the run defense looked pretty good. And again, it didn't early with Mitchell and Lance, and there's the rain, so it's not. I don't know. I still got to kind of see a regular game and see how well we do, but we know what Roquan brings. Yeah, we know some of those other big bodies in there. And then 49ers are a little more predictable, so we got to see how we do with a team that can pass and run. So, yeah, overall, that's what I'm taking for. I'm happy about the win. I'm sure some people at the end of the year are going to be like, well, did we need to win that game? All right, but yeah, so I'm happy with the win. I'm happy with just the resiliency we showed with the team. But honestly, there's not, besides Tevin Jenkins, I can't make any judgments on anybody today, including the coaches. So, all right, that's it for me. Go down the comment section. Let me know what you think. Share it around. Get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe, and remember, stay up and bear down.